Confession. The neighbor's sweet release. Earlier this year, a newly separated mature gentleman moved into the apartment next door to my family's home. We first crossed paths when I mistakenly tried to open his door with my keys. After a late night out, though embarrassed, he graciously offered me a glass of water, and we introduced ourselves. He was always charming and complimentary during our brief interactions. His ex-partner had recently initiated a divorce, which explained the tension in their household before she eventually moved out. He was an attractive, tall, European man with distinguished silver hair, and I have always found myself drawn to older, more mature men. During a traditional holiday neighborhood gathering hosted by my parents, he arrived alone. We struck up a conversation, and he shared that his marriage had officially ended. The mutual attraction was undeniable. I made sure to show my interest through subtle touch and conversation, and when he decided to head home, I volunteered to walk back with him. At his doorstep, I playfully hinted that he should invite me in for a nightcap, and he gladly accepted. Over a glass of wine, he opened up about the emotional toll of his separation. Feeling bold, I comforted him, reassuring him that he was still incredibly attractive and that this ending wasn't the conclusion of his story. One thing led to another, and we shared a deep kiss. Eager to surprise him, I excused myself for a moment to undress before returning to the room. The look of sheer amazement on his face was unforgettable. What followed was an incredibly passionate, intimate encounter, where I focused entirely on making him feel desired. I wanted to give him an experience he hadn't had in decades, fulfilling his withheld desires and bringing him to an absolute peak of pleasure. The intensity was overwhelming for him in the best way possible, and the connection grew deeper as the night progressed. When things moved to the bedroom, the passion only intensified. There was a raw, intense energy to the way he held me, perhaps a release of pent-up frustration from his past relationship, alternating between a fierce, commanding presence and moments of deep tenderness. During missionary, embracing my flexibility as a former gymnast, I surprised him with a creative, intimate position that completely overwhelmed his senses. The encounter reached a powerful, breathless conclusion for both of us. Afterward, as we lay together, the emotional weight of the past few months caught up to him, and he broke down in tears. I held him close, offering comfort and reassurance. He confessed that the divorce had left him feeling entirely undesirable and unloved, and our time together had restored his confidence. I made sure he knew this wasn't just a one-time occurrence. As I prepared to leave, I left him with a playful, highly suggestive promise for our next encounter that left him completely speechless. With my final university exams currently underway, things have been busy, but I look forward to spending more time with him soon. While I want to help him explore his fantasies, I hope to keep things fun and lighthearted, as I am far too young to settle down. For now, I am simply eager to see where this journey takes us.